Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons 2. I am just finishing up switching out all my patches here. Boy, does it's just quite time consuming. So place it down, thing in there, break the interface, put all the items in there, so on and so forth 1,000 times. And then I'm going to link these. To be honest, I'm probably not going to link all of them. Just the ones that are that we really needed. Most of them are almost like instantaneous. There's a couple, like the bolts and the rods, we use a lot of, so I might as well do that. But like I said, we'll just kind of see how we go. I mean, I could put the things on every single one, but some of them, like, it's so rare that, like, one of them is like cells. Like, this is so rare that I actually craft this up. There's no point in using resources to link it to other ones. Alright, so I think we got... Yeah, I think I got all of them switched over. Might even need... I think we're... While I'm here, I should probably... Oh, there's one down here. I didn't even realize that. Like, should I? Sure. These crafty buses are pretty dang cheap, so it's not like expensive to craft them up. I really should just replace them all. Right, cool. So that is that. Still working on these parts for the circuits. It is almost done. But yeah, that definitely did take a while. So we will go ahead and upgrade that. Relatively expensive, but nothing horribly expensive, or nothing difficult. It's just, you know, it's quite expensive. Upgrade. Transcendent metal and the things. But now that I have extra extruders, this is going to be much quicker and easier. I just realized I should probably... Oh, look at that. I have its own dedicated wireless connector. Bad. My wireless is just all over the place. I don't know. I don't know which one is which and where it goes or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna craft up more. I'm gonna need like hundreds of those, but we'll just do that for now. We don't need the buffers on this. There's no point in doing that because these are literally just items, but... Alright. Next I'm probably gonna do is these material machine casings, or the material... The bending and the folding. Oh my goodness. The bending and the forming press is what we'll probably do next with these. I'm just going to add another one of these for bolts. I think I'm full on bolts. I don't remember. We might need another one for gears too. Thankfully, these have been updated. That, to be honest, I could probably put all these on one. This only needs 14 casings, and this, if you think about it, is like, this is 10 right here. So we have plenty of places that we can add extra patches. And I'm just thinking that, you know, if it's all in one, and then we have the parallel over there, we don't actually need two separate ones. Yeah. So, all right. So I'll work on that. And that is, while we're doing like, you know, crafting up optical circuits, it's like a perfect time for me to be crafting up stuff like this because although that does require the assembly line and we're crafting up things over there. I haven't, that is maybe something I should think about next. Switching the optical computers. We do have one for mainframes, I believe, don't we? No, we don't have one for mainframes yet. Yeah, I will probably craft up a dedicated assembly line for the optical parts, is what I'm thinking. As I expand my assembly lines, I'd rather split off the difficult ones into their own dedicated advanced assembly line instead of just spamming these, which that is viable. Obviously, I could have 30 of these, but I would rather just split them off into their own dedicated advanced assembly line. I do have an extra one at the bottom that I don't use. This is what I was using for infinity coils, but we don't really need that anymore, so yeah. The main sort of difficulty is just getting these powered. I do plan on... I was planning on just doing multiple of these transformers. Like doing another one here, and then another one here, and that's feeding those all lasers, but that may actually change when we get wireless. I don't know. We'll have to, when we get to wireless, which is kind of coming up. I think it's after Eternal Coils on that we can get wireless, so not right now, but it is coming up pretty close. Although these are only, yeah, it's only like 2 seconds, so the mainframes need to split off. I believe those are the long ones, but these are only 2 seconds, so not too bad. But I do need those crafting buffers crafted up, so I will just temporarily do this. So it stops putting more in there. We'll throw the crafting buffer stuff in there, and then we're good. All right, let me continue this, and then I'm going to work on the space assembler. This is basically going to go from 4 parallel. If you look at the assembler, goes from 4 to 16, so it's 4 times as fast. And I figure if we do like 2 of these, that goes, we're going from 4 parallel to 32 parallel. I mean, that's going to really increase our production here. And that's 64. I'm pretty sure we can't get this until we have, yeah. It's a little bit out of our... A little bit out of our ability to... We're not there yet, unfortunately. I actually don't know. I believe this is locked to be... I'm assuming this is locked behind the... I think this is locked behind the EOH, isn't it? Yep. I'm pretty sure that's locked behind the Eye of Harmony, which I can't wait to get. Alright, did that craft those up? Yes, alright, and then I'll just put those back in. I do wish there was a easier way to prioritize recipes. Just for certain things. Sometimes, you know, I'm doing multiple things at once. I'd rather like have, you know, like tell I want to craft up these input buses and make that a priority on any of the multi-blocks. Because, you know, these optical things they don't need to be done right away, but the one I'm working on, kind of, I want that to be. So I do wish there was a bit of an easier way to do that. All right, let me continue this. I'm going to switch out all these things. I'm going to get the linked over there, and we'll come back when I get this module at least crafted up. All right, we are back, and There it is. All right. I was like, yeah, there's two of them. It looks very similar. So there we go. We got our space module Mark II. I'm just going to go ahead and switch that out. And like I said, I do have plans for more. I think we can just do that. I don't think there is anything else we need to do, actually. Come on, form. I need to turn off. All right, why don't you... There it goes. All right, I was like, why would that be any different than the space assembler? Now, I could add a... I could add another... I could add this, but I would have to either get another pump. Although I don't... To be honest, I don't actually really use this one. I could just use this one. Actually, now that I think about it, there's really no point to use that because that's a better... You get more from this one because it's a 3. So maybe I might actually put that. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it's if I put, if I fill up the super bus, this one will fill, and then this one will be stuck with all the items in it being slow again, since they are different. Maybe I don't want to do that. Unless that's something we could. No, because you do need. Let me. Just thinking if there's an easier way to do this. Probably, yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could probably just do a buffer over here. This is a subnet. It doesn't need... No, this isn't a subnet. What am I talking about? This is the thing. All right, yeah, actually, let's do this. Instead of having a super bus, we'll just do this. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. I don't even need to have this input hatch here anymore. Do I have any extra? I do. There we go. I actually thought that was... I thought I put that there. All right, we're good. Yeah, and then we'll just do... Boop, boop, boop. Yep, and then we'll just do this. Obviously, when we first put this up, we didn't have the buffers yet, so... I do kind of want to move this. You know what? I think we will. Let's move this back here. I like having it kind of out of the way. Is that... let's do... I'm not going to move these. I think I'll just do up there. And then let's move this to the back. That actually is a... Oh, this is... I was thinking this was the output. That's the output. I don't know. Did I ever mention I put a ME terminal here too, by the way, so I could see what's in our subnet? I don't know if I ever mentioned that. All right. I change the plan again. I'll just do... No, I'm getting rid of this one. I'm making this overly complicated. I just was like, I'm gonna have to like reset the stuff. Right. I'm gonna have to do it. Anyway, so I'll move it. The one kind of downside of doing that is I usually stand in the front, and then if I need to adjust the mining drone, I just do that way. I guess like Eventually, this is going to be running permanently. It's just, at the moment, it's not a permanent thing. And then this is actually going to be, yeah. I think we'll do that. We'll do this. You know what? I could probably just put this in the back. Yeah, let's do this. So, input bus. This is the crafting, this one. And then I will, I'll replace this one. Oh, I put the assembler. What am I doing? Yeah, I will place that with a Mark II when I get it crafted up. But I'm going to use these to craft up the next one. That's kind of what I was trying to go for. All right, and then we'll throw this on the back. All right, I think that just looks a little bit cleaner. This actually doesn't need to go here. So I'm actually going to do that. Oh, I guess I had one there. I didn't see it. So that can go. That can go. I think that should form. I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, what do I want to do that? I might rearrange that, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I think... Come on, sort yourself out. Sort yourself out. That one's good. Yeah, for some reason, the assembler seems to take... Did I... Now I'm like, wait, did I put... I don't have an output on there, do we? I must have... I swear, this is, it's funny, I was like, this is turned into, like... Switching out a module and trying to redesign it is turned into a bigger ordeal than I thought it would. Alright, so I think that's... Okay, output, input. That's all we need. Input, output. And then this one over here, that one hasn't changed. Alright. There we go. Alright, that was overly complicated. So... That. Alright, let me just put some of this stuff away. And then... we'll link this. There is that, and then, finally, I don't have a data stick. Left click, right click. There we go. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay, so let's do... I don't know. I'm going to need more of these. Let's just get them going. So 16 of those, and then that should be good. So I'll put it in there, and then it'll share between these two. And like I said, I'm going to use these next ones. I'm going to upgrade this one, I think, almost immediately. Yeah, so I'm going to use the ones I just crafted up to craft up the circuits that we need for there. That's why I chose 16, actually, optical, because I knew it was in the thing. I do need a couple extra of the ones right here, but we'll do that. All right. Well, that's a little unexpected. Makes me a little sad it chose that one. All right. It is just the one. That's probably. I was kind of hoping it would choose that one over over that first, but it was only one craft, so it's not like it was. Yeah, it's not like it was. It's not like this wasn't running. It just chose that one first. Oh, also, I have noticed a little bit of a thing that's popped up that I hadn't really thought about before, and that is our UEV. This one requires molten celestial tungsten. So before, when we crafted this up, we basically just crafted up the celestial dust and mixed it, and then we smelted it. Now we actually need to smelt the celestial tungsten before we can put it in the DTF, because you need the molten form, and unfortunately we need the ingots to do that, and the problem with the ingots is celestial tungsten takes a very long time in the blast furnace. This is UEV at 625 seconds. It is parallelized in the... We are using parallel in here, but it does still take 625 seconds, so it kind of slows everything down. Whereas before, we just needed the dust, and the dust is being... There's 8 of those crafting up the dust, so that was going much quicker, unfortunately. So that's a little bit of a setback. Because that means the blast furnace is basically not running, or it's running for the celestial tungsten dust, but all the other stuff, you know, the wires and all that stuff aren't able to run because it's waiting on the thing to Ooh, there we go. Let me just double check this is working. It's waiting on that one thing to craft up before it can craft up the others, which is kind of annoying. All right, so maybe. All right. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. All right. It looks like I'm gonna need. I wasted some of the stuff there. I didn't realize I was gonna pull so much power. What, 500 million? What? What? I guess it's the parallel. All right. Yeah, we got some issues. I'm gonna have to sort the power out under here. Oh, we still have ZPM. Holy cow. Yeah, this has never been... This has been there for a while. I've never upgraded this. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we kind of screwed up some of those. We lost some of those items because I screwed that up. I didn't realize I was going to do 500 million power. Also, the DTPF, as we know, I kind of have to do that to switch the recipe. But once it's going, it just does that. There it goes. Put that back in there. Also, unfortunately, since the recipe requires infinity, it always pulls it from this one and never pulls it from that one. I don't know why, but yeah, there we go. I think when we get the next DTPF up, we will probably just not worry about We'll probably have one for just active crafting, stuff like the superconductor, the tesseracts and all that stuff, and just not worry about the fuel discount. I think I could be wrong, but like, for example, you know, I might do this 10 times. I mean, overall, it might not be. I mean, we are going to be wasting some of the gas. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have to see how we do with that. All right, let me replace my lasers and probably just work on the next assembler, I think. All right, I actually canceled that last craft because some of the things got messed up because I accidentally voided some of the ingredients and restarted with another space assembler module. So we're crafting that up. Unfortunately, I kind of made a little bit of a mistake here and I accidentally let this turn off. As you can see, it's at almost no ticks. So I lost a bunch of my fuel discount. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. The problem was when I was crafting up the superconductor as I usually do, and it puts we needed more infinity combs because I haven't actually been using that. I've just had it being crafting up hypogen because we started getting a bit low. And the infinity had dropped. I didn't realize the infinity had dropped. So it started crafting up more infinity, and I was like, oh, cool. The combs are in there, but I didn't realize I had accidentally took the circuit out. So when I went to go craft up the infinity comb, it had no circuit, and I didn't have the quantum in there to craft up the hypogen, and it turned off, unfortunately. Also, just for my own information or your information, if you have this exact same setup, if you have infinity combs in here, or I guess if you have the stuff stocked in a stocking input bus, but have the circuit in a different bus, it'll use this circuit in the stocking input bus. So what was actually happening was it was, instead of using the infinity comb and the catalyst that it had put in the bus, it was actually using the stocking input bus, but it was using this circuit. So that was also a little bit of a odd interaction there. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of wasting a bunch of catalysts. But yeah, with the plasma mixer, it's not a problem. It just it takes a few minutes to craft up all that stuff in our compact fusions, but once it does, it crafts it up pretty dang quick. All right, I did forget to turn these back on. So let me just double check so we don't void anything else because it makes it really annoying. We should be good. We're good there. I replaced them with UEV 256. So I do have a few multi-blocks running on that now. So in theory, if absolutely everything turned on at full blast, we might have some issues, but okay. So yeah, it seems to have overclocked it. Although it could be crafting up the other one. Usually it's a 20-second recipe. Yeah. So it looks like it overclocked it, and it's doing more parallel as well. All right. I didn't realize I was going to overclock it. So I actually thought it was going to be 20 seconds. I just thought it was going to do 16 parallel. So that actually, is it doing? I don't know. That's actually going quicker than I actually realized that was going to go. All right. Yeah, that's way quicker than I thought it would be. All right, that's that's quick. Holy cow. Look at that compared to this. I mean, obviously we're using a lot more power, but that just cleared that out. Holy cow. I'm still going to craft this up. We're crafting it up as it is. But I'm like, I don't know if we actually need this right away. Considering some of the stuff, the other parts that like it uses aren't that fast. But all right, cool. So we'll get two of those and will be cool. I am currently working on another advanced assembly line. I'm converting this one over to the optical computer, and I will probably do the optical circuit stuff as well. Pull that off the main thing. Actually, I shouldn't have that in there. I don't think that's going to matter. This is actually a different. That's a different recipe than this is. This is the one that I started the craft on, so that's the one it's using. It's not using this one. But I need to connect all this stuff and get it all set up correctly. And yeah, we'll get that up and running. I actually don't know how much power this is going to pull, to be honest. So I'll probably craft up one optical computer so I can see what power per slice it's going to be. I wish there was like an easier way to tell before you put it in. Because like one of these was like 20 million, and or like this one, it used way more than I realized it was going to use when it started crafting them up. But okay, so yeah, I am happy with that space assembler. All right, we are back, and I've gone ahead and finished. I've just kind of cleaned up the cabling back here, made it look a little bit tidier. Gone ahead and upgraded the space assembler module, so we're up to 2 of these. That just absolutely tears through these recipes. So pretty awesome. We got that. Got the lasers and everything upgraded, so not a problem. I've also gone ahead and finished the optical computer advanced assembly line, so that is all working and all set correctly. It does require 1 UEV amp per slice, so it's only ever going to pull like 11. That can output 64, so we are plenty good on those. Obviously, if we hooked it up directly with lasers, it would be a bit of a different story, but yeah, we're cool. So that is that. Now I am just making some recipes here for the DTPF. We do need, there is quite a few little things I need to get crafted up here. But one of the things is the really ultimate battery that we need. I'm going to actually switch over the recipes. We do have space assembler. Unfortunately, we can't do the really ultimate because we don't have these 2 items, but we can do this one if we choose. So I am going to make a recipe for that. It does require space time, so it's not the cheapest. The other option would be going with this one. No, not that one. This module, and then just crafting the other one in the assembler. So I'll have to decide which one I want to do here, but I'm thinking maybe this one, because you only need, well, we need 64, you know, because you need 8 ultimate batteries and 8, so 8 times 8, you do need 64 of that. But it might be easier if I just do these, because we have tons of hypogen. And now that we are actually, oh, that's fast. All right, yeah, I was like, is that going to be slow? So we'll just kind of see what Besides, either way, both of these are going to be removed, I think. I don't know if Lapatronic... No, Lapatronic orb clusters, unfortunately, don't have a space assembler, so it's still an assembly line. Although it's not that complicated. Let's do... I need 64 of these. Cosmetronian. And, I mean, that is a decent amount of space-time. What is that? 300 something ingots? I may just go with this instead. I think I need, what, 512? See, like, look how much like Lapatron that requires. Yeah, so, alright. I will, I'll decide. I really should have the B going. Still, I don't have the Lapatron Bs going anymore. I should have at least one. But, alright, anyway, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, we're going to get the rest of the stuff crafted up for the DTPF, and we'll get that up and running. And we'll see how I want to do this. I may switch out... I was thinking, I'm like, at this point, it may be wise just to switch out these for the input buffer now. Originally, when we crafted this up, we couldn't craft them up, but now that we have this, we can. So it might be easier just switching this out for a crafting buffer. I don't know. I'll think about that. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.